What's up, everybody? We're going to be taking a look at Ethereum today. And off the bat, you can see that since about the 10th of November, when we hit the all-time high of about 48.56, we've been in a very clear downtrend. And on the daily time frame, you can see that the money flow has been on a steady downtrend and is actually about to cross over into the negative, it appears. I mean, if you look at the last time the money flow was at these levels, it was right after the massive drop in May, and actually it was right before we had the final dump, which eventually got us out of this range. And as you can see, we are about to print a red dot on the daily time frame, which is actually really similar to what happened back here. We got a red dot right before the money flow crossed into the negative, so a few similarities there. And at this very moment, Ethereum is actually just barely holding on to this extremely significant support slash resistance line, the one that we found resistance on right here. And we've held support on it for quite a while now, but we recently fell down below it, got just back above it, and it looks like we're actually falling a little bit below it as I speak right now. So it seems like we're kind of finding resistance on this area now. So with the money flow coming down, the red dot that it appears like we're about to get on the daily time frame, and the fact that seems like we're finding resistance on this area right now, makes me think we could come lower. Now, if you look at this fib retracement that I have pulled up from this local bottom up to the recent top that we put in, on this crazy wick, when Bitcoin was dumping down below 53K, I believe, you see that we actually got a perfect bounce right off of the golden pocket. And if you look down at market cipher B, you can see that this was a really quick wick, so this momentum wave was really small right here. And then with these new lows that we put in, we actually made higher lows in this wick, but the momentum wave was much bigger. So one scenario I could see playing out for Ethereum is that we come down to this golden pocket again and the bottom of this trend line, while on market cipher B we get a higher low on the momentum wave, forming a bullish divergence as we are coming down to this golden pocket. If we see that forming on the daily time frame, I could see that being a possible bottom signal. And if you zoom out and you kind of look at this range that we've been trading in this entire time, and you take a fixed range volume profile of the entire year, you can see that we're actually trading in the area with less volume than this area down here. And if you put a horizontal line right where the high volume area meets the low volume area, it actually lines up perfectly with the 786 of this fib. So if we are unable to hold this golden pocket, I would hope that we are able to find support in this area. And you can actually see that we held support on this area and we had resistance on this area once before. And it is really important, in my opinion, that Ethereum is able to stay inside of this low volume trading area, because if we come back down into this high volume trading area, there's a good chance that we would get stuck in here and possibly end up visiting the lows of the range. But we do have plenty of very significant support levels, and I would hope that we are able to stay inside of this area right here, find support on the golden pocket, and we would actually make a double bottom with this wick right here. That, in my opinion, would probably be the most bullish scenario. But I do really think that we have to hold this level at 31.64. And although the daily money flow is coming down, if you go down to the 4 hour, you can see that the money flow on the 4 hour is actually in a pretty obvious uptrend. So maybe if we are able to find support relatively quickly and get a reversal, maybe we could see something like we saw back here with the money flow, where we just dipped down and then got the money flow turned around once we found a bottom. Maybe we can do something similar to that over here. Because if the daily money flow crosses into the negative, we're probably going to see something like we saw back here, where we got one last violent move downwards before the actual reversal. And one last thing to actually give us a little bit of hope, if you turn on the 20-week SMA and the 21-week EMA for Ethereum, we are actually holding support on the bull market support band, just like we did back here. So if this repeats over here, then maybe worst case scenario, we come back down to test the bull market support band a few more times before getting a reversal. Or maybe we don't. Maybe we lose the bull market support band for a little bit and then takes us a little while to get back above it. Who knows? There are many possible scenarios that could play out here with Ethereum. But in my mind, as long as we can hold this level at 31.50 approximately, then I still remain relatively bullish on Ethereum. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like, subscribing, turning on my post notifications. Really appreciate all the support I've been getting, everybody. So thank you again, and I will see you all in my next video. Peace out.